Hello everyone, welcome to join us for the webinar. My name is Martin Chang and I'm the product line manager for Smart Lighting Control and Management System, or LCMS. Today, I'm going to share with you the trend for smart lighting and also building solution for smart lighting market. This is the agenda for this webinar session. We will go through the problem of streetlights and the big trend for smart lighting. Then I will introduce building smart lighting solution based on broadband power line communication, or BPLC, and with the benefits of our smart lighting solution. And at the final, we will have the return on investment calculation, and we will reserve 15 minutes for the Q&A. Now, let's start with the number of streetlights worldwide. There are currently over 300 million streetlights in the world, and the total number is increasing because the population is getting higher in some small villages, and the cities are getting bigger and bigger, especially in developing countries. So the demand for streetlight is growing. The number of streetlights will reach 352 million by year 2025. That's about less than 10 years from now. The second issue is the energy consumed by the streetlights. Now, according to IEA information, 19% of the electricity is consumed by lighting, which involves 12% of indoor lighting, and about 7% is contributed by streetlights. And the number of streetlights is growing gradually in the future. And 20% to 40% of cities' energy budget just for streetlights, depending on different area and energy rate. And most of the streetlights are opened from dusk to dawn and normally controlled by the timer inside the power cabinet of streetlights, even in rural areas. That really consumes a lot of energy, and the energy seems can be reduced or saved. The timer issue is for different locations on the globe. The sunset and sunrise time differs for different seasons. For high latitude location, for example, there is a friend of mine live in Calgary of Canada. The variation for sunset time will differ more than 5 hours between summer and winter. If the timer is used to control streetlights after sunset, the adjustment to the timer is highly required. Real situation is there will be more energy wasted on daytime, or the illumination requirement will not be satisfied during night hours. Some sensors are also adopted, photocell for example, to detect the lighting requirement, but sometimes the detection window is covered with dust because of the air pollution. Labor hours is required to clean the photocell detection window. Okay, this is the photo shot by NASA satellite flight by Western Europe. You can see the lightings on the Earth after sunset. It is more brighter for more population cities. There should be some energy can be saved just to reduce the emission of CO2, or even we can say to control the climate change. This is a big issue humans are facing right now. COP21 has just finished in Paris, and some summary and conclusion was made. Just want to reduce the greenhouse gas emission and trying to limit the temperature increase well below 2 degrees Celsius. while urging efforts to limit the increase to 1.5 degrees. Another issue is the maintenance cost. For higher labor costs for worldwide, including developing countries, and even the car patrolling to check and maintain the streetlights will increase the emission of CO2 from car fuel burning. So, the trend for street lighting. First is the LED is highly adopted and tested worldwide. I think everyone knows about LED lighting, and there are so many lighting projects ongoing. Replace the traditional streetlight with high efficiency and energy saving LED streetlights can save much more than half of the energy and reduce the greenhouse gas emission. And most of the LED lamps can reduce the energy usage more than 60%, depending on the efficiency of the LED lamp. The LED lumens per watt is also increasing in the future. And the climate group just changed the LED abbreviation to lower emissions delivered, or even lots of dollars saved, because more money can be saved for high efficiency lighting is used, depending on different lighting requirements and maintenance efforts. And another trend is going for smart lighting. And connected and well-monitored streetlights are used to save maintenance costs. The streetlights can be operated by some kind of IoT, that is, Internet of Things, with proper communication capability. So, more applications can be integrated. Sensors data in the area among streetlights can be reached and captured, then transmitted by the communication capability. Streetlights are evenly distributed in the city. They are ideal position for smart lighting and smart city application. Now, many cities are aiming at smart city, but they just don't know what's the exact meaning of smart city and the approach to reach that goal. Pure communication for 3G, 4G, or LTE is not enough. The mobile network infrastructure is just used by people to communicate. Smart city application must be integrated with IoT, with devices have the capability to transmit some critical and valuable information to the back-end cloud system. So, smart lighting makes smart city more reality by connected streetlights with communication capability. The following 2 pages are examples for streetlight trends ongoing. India government is deploying LED streetlights, and this dashboard shows the streetlight national program progress. It shows the number of streetlights and energy savings, also with the reduction of CO2 emission. We can see the progress of the control of CO2 emission, and the performance can be expected through some kind of planning. And another example is the smart city for Jakarta, Indonesia. Many facilities are listed in the Jakarta Smart City Cloud System, including gas station, traffic information, also with streetlight information in the city. And the information include geographical location of the streetlight and the type of the lamps. Smart city application is a big application. More and more information and sensor data are going to be integrated under smart city application. And streetlights are evenly distributed in the city. Some information is simple, just maybe some sensor data, but some of the media stream is huge, such as IP camera video stream. So bandwidth is required for some application under smart city application. And smart city is possible with smart lighting infrastructure. Communication is a key factor. Okay, now let's take a look at building smart lighting solution based on broadband power line communication. BPLC stands for broadband power line communication. The communication for streetlight status and information are transmitted by the power line of the streetlight. No need for rewiring, and it is more than easy to install. And billion BPLC smart lighting solution with the following characteristics. First, it is intelligent lighting system with energy-saving features and automatically control the streetlights. We can monitor the streetlight current, voltage, power consumption, and report the status automatically. It is very easy to install than purely wireless controller, and no rewiring needed. And it is more secured. We are using triple security by application and broadband power line and the Wi-Fi. It is ready for smart city application, including the IP surveillance and environmental sensors can be integrated. With the broadband power line technology backbone, it can be used together with applications under smart city. Okay, this is the system components and functions of billion broadband power line smart lighting system. We have high efficiency dimmable LED drivers to provide the power to the LED lamp. If you are LED lighting provider or you have LED lighting partner, then we can have opportunity to provide you the drivers also. We are now cooperating with the biggest LED lighting provider in Taiwan to provide LED drivers in so many tenders in Taiwan. Also, we are providing for worldwide market. And another component is the smart lighting controller based on broadband power line. Model number is SG75100. With metering IC inside, we can measure the power consumption of the streetlight and provide a comparison for energy savings compared with traditional lamps. There is dimming signal output to connect to the LED driver and dim the streetlight. For example, after midnight, we can dim the lamp to only 40% of the energy. Saves a lot, but still provide the illumination for safety. Some areas just turn the lamp off after midnight to save the energy, but sometimes the safety is not secured. With the dimming function, we can save energy and also provide safety to the public. And the segment controller SG7510 with 3G or 4G modem inside. It is standard mini PCIe interface to support different country telecom carriers. It will be installed with one lighting pole. It provides the control up to 200 streetlights at the same area, depending on the power line quality. And next is the SG7530. It's used to bridge the power line signal by wireless communication. We will see the application, and I will explain more detail in next page of the slide. At the back end, we have software system, two options, cloud system or standalone software. The management system, there are several main features to support smart lighting. First is the map. We are using Google Map and also offline map. Offline map is suitable for some area where the internet connection is a problem or extra cost. For the authorization and management, we can manage the streetlights, the grouping, the account, and the gateway for the communication. Also, language is selectable. It is easy to install different language into the system. And the most commonly used is the control function. We can control single streetlight, group of streetlights, and the scheduling is important for administrators to define the rules to turn on and off or dim the streetlights to save more energy. There are also energy reports and history we can check. And this is the broadband power line smart lighting application diagram. The smart lighting controller SG7500 is installed with each streetlight. With the power line communication technology, makes it easy to install anywhere of the streetlight. You can install it inside the light head or put it in the lighting pole or at the base of the pole. Just put it into the handheld and powered by the streetlight power. The lighting controller can turn on, off, or dim the streetlight and report the status to the 7 controller. SG7510. The information is transmitted by power line. No rewiring is required. When crossing different power loops, there is wireless bridge. SG7530 to bridge the power line signal by wireless communication. The segment controller is equipped with a 3G or 4G module. The command and control to the backend cloud system is transmitted by the 3G or 4G mobile network. The communication is commonly used and easy to be adopted, so the system communication is not proprietary. It is based on standard TCP/IP network. Okay, let's have a look to the features of LCMS system. This is the cloud system. The dashboard shows the system overall status, and we can check by Google Map or ArcGIS or Microsoft Finroad or even OpenLayers. We can choose different maps to see the status. And the status of the lamp is green light or red light. If everything is okay, it will be green, and with some error, it will show red light. And the location hint we can view, for example, this lamp location. When our cursor is stopped here, and then the map of the lamp will be show up. And also the detailed information after the click to the streetlight icon we can check. And we have an important scheduling function, and the schedule can be operated to reduce labor costs and save more energy, and depending on the requirement of the customer. And it is very easy operation to streetlights. We can just by clicking the icons on the map to control the lamp. Later on, I will show you the example. And also we can monitor the electricity, including voltage, current, power consumption, and the kWh. And we can also query for device lifetime or energy consumption and saving report. We can show the benefit of smart lighting. And there are also the app developed to for the workers to easy installation of the lighting controller. And the app can pinpoint the location of streetlights, and it also combines barcode scanner app to scan device ID or MAC address to store inside the cell phone. And even the workers can test if the system is running. You can test the lamp if the lamp is already powered. And the solution is award-winning technology. It got the Technology Innovation Award last October. Billion broadband power line smart lighting solution integrates broadband power line communication and broadband 3G and 4G or LTE mobile network with broadband wireless communication to bridge the power line signal. So we have the honor to win the Technology Innovation Award last October in Tektronix exhibition in Taiwan. Okay, now let's take a look at the benefits of LCMS system. It is an automatic streetlight control and monitoring system based on Google Maps with easy to use interface. We can automatically monitor the status and condition of streetlights. The system will email to notify error events, and we can reduce the labor cost to maintain the lamps. It is very easy to install. As I have mentioned, power line is the transmission media, so it is easy to install. No extra wiring is required. It is also an energy saving system, which can save more energy depending on the requirement from the customer by means of some advanced dimming schedule. And with convenient scheduling tool with sunset, sunrise calculation and suggestion. There is also energy report for customers to check the efficiency. And the system is prepared for the future smart city application based on standard TCP/IP network capability. Also, it is very easy to be integrated if the customer has their own system. Okay, in the formula of return on investment, customers want to shorten the payback years. So they want to reduce the total cost and get more savings per year. So the formula will be smart lighting cost plus LED lamp cost plus installation cost divided by energy savings plus maintenance cost saved. And energy savings and maintenance reduced can be operated and expected by smart lighting and dimming schedule according to different requirements. Yeah, to increase the savings, to reduce the payback years. Okay, And let's have some demonstration to our system. And this is our LCMS cloud system. And we can use the account and password to log in. Okay. And this is the status. Okay. This is the status of the system. And they are all green light, so the system is working well. And we can also check the turn off time and the turn on time according to the sunrise and sunset. Okay, and let's take a look at the map. Okay, under this account there is one lamp just located uh, in our lab, and this is the lamp and the status. I can enlarge the screen and the status of the lamp. Okay, it is now dimmed to 30%, and we can also see the metering, the voltage and the current, okay, and the status and the controller information. It is using billion broadband power line SG7500. Okay, so I can even give control to the lamp. For example, I'm going to turn it off. Okay, turn the light off successfully. Okay, then we can check. I'm going to show you by the IP camera. And we can see the schedule of the lamp. Okay, right here, for example, the system just hint for the schedule of the lamp. Then I can also edit to check the lamp schedule. Okay, now the next operation will be at 8 p.m. It will be turned to 100%. Okay, and also we can check for the okay, for the gateway. Okay, and there are some settings to apply the sunrise and sunset time. Here, it is enabled operation according to sunrise or sunset. Okay, and we can set how many minutes are we going to turn on the street lights before sunset. And at the first, turn on the light 100% or how many percentage are we going to turn on. And we can also set how many minutes are we going to turn off the street lights after sunrise. Okay, and the location of the gateway. Our system will calculate automatically by the GPS location of the segment controller to define the sunrise and sunset time. And also we can check some information. For example, for the report, energy saving report, for example. And we can check how much energy are we reduced for that lamp or for that group. And also we can check device lifetime, how many hours of operation or how many hours left. And for the availability report, if it is reached 100%, then the system is normally working, no problem. And if it is less than 100%, then there should be some error. Okay, let's take a look at the IP camera. Okay, the IP camera screen, you can see the lamp is turned off right now. Okay, and then we go back to the system and we just click the lamp icon to, okay, it is now turned off, and we can turn it on. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Okay, yes. So the command is sent. Okay, the lamp is on. So the command is sent to the cloud system, and our segment controller right here, you can see right here, the segment controller will receive the command from the cloud, because the segment controller is connected to the cloud system, and the cloud system will give control and give the command to the segment controller, and our segment controller just give control to the smart lighting controller at the base of the lighting pole, and there is LED driver, and control the LED driver to turn the lamp on or off. Okay, so I'm going to dim the street light. I'm going to reduce the screen, then we can see the status by the IP camera. Okay, it is now 100%. It is on for now. Then, okay, it is on. Okay, I'm going to dim to maybe 20% only. Okay, 20% for LED lighting. Okay, yeah. So the command is sent, so you can see the lamp is dimmed down gradually. So the command is already sent to the cloud. The cloud is located at somewhere, collocation at somewhere, and the command is get back to the segment controller to control the lamp. Okay, this is the scenario. Okay, so with billion broadband power line technology, we can also integrate IP camera or environmental sensors together to provide the smart city application. Okay. Okay, and we get back to the system to check other functions. So I'm I'm using one account, which one is named Russia, and there is only one lamp. Okay, I'm going to show you if the customers there are several sites, then we can also use the system. Okay, I'm going to log in by another account. Then you can see several different locations inside the account. Okay, the condition is not very good because it is red line. Okay, and it is not set according to the sunrise or sunset. So we can check the map. Then we can see several locations. Okay, several locations, and there are 4 locations. There is one. Okay, and we just zoom in uh, by the icon, and there are 2 gateways, and there is one and there is another one. Okay, yeah, this is somewhere located in east of Taiwan. And also we can check different status for different gateway or location. So our system is cloud-based. So different segment controllers can report to the system without problem. Okay. And also there is a function menu. With the function menu, we can choose different role with different functions. So the system is flexible, so we can choose different functions for different users with different privileges. Okay, because some functions we can operate do some operation to the streetlights, but with some privilege, the users, normal users, just cannot do the operation of the lamp. Okay, so we can define different role to different member or account of the system. And also there is some settings, for example, alarm settings or the report management. And for the report manager, we just can send a report to the administrator according to the requirements. For example, energy report receipt time is every day. On, we can turn it on or off. Okay, now I'm going to turn it off. Yes. Okay. And the account information, just we can send the account. Okay. Okay. We can send the members. Okay. For the account, we can send the report to the account settings. And also there is news settings. For example, I just log out and I can see some news. Then we can edit some updated information to notify the user. For example, we just updated a message for the smart lighting cost system website updated information on 16th last December. Okay, and this is some Chinese news for local customers. Okay, let's log in into the Russia account and see some uh, functions inside our smart lighting solution. And we can check the event. For example, I'm going to check the light event. We have done several operations to the lamp, so the record will be logged inside the system. Okay, and for the maintenance, if the lamp with something error, we can do some repair management. Okay, for now there is no under repair streetlights. And for the device, there is gateway management, and we can check and we can set the location of the gateway. And with the GPS location of the gateway, we can calculate the sunrise and sunset time. And then we can set the polling interval, how many minutes are we going to poll the status of the communication gateway. And also we can enable or disable the operation according to sunrise or sunset time. Okay. And also we can manage the controller, the location of the controller, or the status or the condition of the controller. Okay. And also controller information. For example, HG7500. This is our broadband power line communication smart lighting module. And also there is lamp administrator. For example, the Everlight is the biggest LED lighting vendor in Taiwan. We have operated together. Okay, and the lamp information will be shown on the screen. Okay, and for the reports, energy saving report, I just show you, and we can to check daily or weekly or even monthly. Yeah, and all the condition will be shown on the screen, and how much energy savings is the system. Yeah. Okay. And we can choose the electricity kWh or CO2. Okay. And the CO2, how many kilo of CO2 is reduced is calculated by our system according to the energy power generation and the CO2 emission uh, from the power plant. And all the logs we can check in the system. Okay, there's no connection logs. And we can set different members or different roles for the management of the system. Function menu. Uh, I just show you we can choose different functions for different member or different accounts. And the interval of the system, because it is cloud system, we can set the interval. How many seconds are we going to refresh the screen? Because refresh the screen will increase uh, the loading of the system. Okay, yeah, so we can set different uh, interval. And the report manager, yeah, on or off. Yeah, we can receive the report every day because it is much more important for the administrators to know the overall condition of the system. Okay, this is our cloud system. Actually, we have another system. It is standalone software. For standalone software, it is much more suitable for areas where the internet connection is limited, because where we can use the offline map, and if the internet uh, we have limitation, then we can control the streetlight or connect the segment controllers locally. So it is much more um, convenient for some closed area. For example, for industrial park or for maybe for campus, for a closed area. And the cloud system is much more convenient for normal users, because the users can use the pad or use the PC browser. Then we can know the status of the streetlights. Okay, but normally that will be a big project for the cloud system. Okay, okay. Now we will reserve maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes for the Q&A. If you do have some question regarding billion smart lighting solution based on broadband power line, then you can type in your message uh, in the message chat box. Then I will reply to your questions accordingly. Okay. Yeah. So please type in your message in the message dialog on the GoToMeeting. Okay, let's get back to the webinar session. And maybe some of you do think about what is the limitation of the power line communication. And actually, we are using broadband power line, and fire rate will be 200 mega bps. Okay, so it is much more suitable for some broadband um, application. Okay, yeah. So the limitation will be depending on the power line quality, because some area with some noise to the power line, and somehow the transmission condition will be interfered. Okay, and normally the bandwidth will be a little bit lower, but the performance also depending on the interference of the power line. Maybe there are some kind of capacitors, and so the transmission will be reduced. Okay, yeah. So we have a site with longer than 1 mile, and for now, after 1 year, there's no problem. We can see the lightings condition every night, and until now it is already passed for 1 year. There's no problem, and we are using industrial grade of devices inside our segment controller, inside our smart lighting controller. So they are all industrial grade and are already CE certified. Okay, yeah. So that is the condition of the power line technology. Okay, and another question is how many lighting controllers can we control from one segment controller? And the number is 200 because based on TCP/IP, we are using class C inside one segment. So the number will be less than 255. But actually, there are other IPs to be occupied by the SG7530, the wireless bridge. So we just limit the IP address to 200 for the lighting controller. But actually, we can also enlarge the capacity. We can use a different class, maybe class B or even class A, but it will be depending on the performance of the segment controller. Okay, so for 200 lighting controllers, for now, I think it is enough to handle. And another question will be the power consumption of the smart lighting controller and also the segment controller. In our smart lighting controller, the SG7500, the power consumption is 4 watt. Okay, let me check. Okay, this one is less than 5 watt. Okay, and our segment controller is about less than 12, less than 12 watt. Okay, yeah. So if we can reduce the energy usage and we can save more than 5 watts, then it is quite okay for the device, because maybe some customer is just asking when we are going to reduce the energy, but we will increase the wattage, increase the extra wattage for 5 watts. But no pain, no gain. We are going to reduce the energy, but we must have some communication to reduce the energy. But normally we can save more, yeah, with the LED lamp. And also we can control the traditional lamp, because some area the smart lighting project or LED lighting is not adopted, maybe some testing only. But if you are not going to replace to LED for now, because you are seeing the lumens per watt is increasing in the near future, yeah, maybe, okay. So you can still use the traditional lamp, but you must have the electronic ballast to be controlled by our smart lighting controller, because the dimming signal, we provide two kinds of dimming signal. For one is 1 to 10 volts, and another is PWM. And for traditional lamps, they just use 1 to 10 volts. Then we can dim the traditional lamps without problem. And we have experience to cooperate with the electronic ballast to dim the HPS, dim to 40%, no problem. Yeah, that will save much more energy. Okay. And another question is how can we charge for the system? Okay, we have two choices for our LCMS system, software system. For one is cloud system. Just I have demo to you. That one is the cloud system. The cloud system we can just operate by the browser and control and check the status of the lamp and control the lamp directly just by click. And based on different projects, as we have seen, there are so many LED lighting projects ongoing. And some of the projects, some of the tenders, there will be an extra budget just for smart lighting, and including the smart lighting controller, and including the smart lighting software system, maybe standalone system or a cloud system. Okay, so some of the projects, there are budgets, and I think most of the projects, there are budget for the smart lighting part, and some budget is reserved for the LED, for the lamp. Okay, yeah, so it will be depending on the project. And if we are going to export our system to another country, then we have to cooperate together, and we can provide some technical information, including the system, because the system is quite big. It is a cloud system, and there will be minima 3 to 4 servers will be required to put those systems inside the server, then the operation. And we have to do some internalization because maybe for different area, the language is different. But we can do the internalization by translating the language to a different language, and that is the cloud system. And for the standalone system, normally we will provide the standalone system maybe by one price, and for now we can provide the standalone system for 2 years of usage. And if the customer uh, 1 billion to do some maintenance, then the extra years, after 2 years, the extra years maintenance will be charged. Okay, and if the user is going to buy one-time charge, then there is no problem also, because we can provide the standalone system software to the customer just by once. And the standalone system, we can connect and operate to 5,000. We can connect 5,000 lamps in our standalone system. And for the cloud system, I think there is no upper limit, just depending on the performance and capacity of your server system. We just can provide the system transfer to the customer. Okay. And another question is, how can we integrate with different sensors or IP cameras application? Okay, I'm going to show you for this map, for this diagram. Normally, the smart lighting controller Billion SG7500, it is watertight. It is IP65 degree, IP65 level. Okay, and there is no Ethernet connector inside. And in our segment controller or the wireless bridge SG7530 or segment controller SG7510, there are Ethernet connectors inside, because we are using standard TCP/IP. Then we can do some Ethernet connecting inside to connect something like Ethernet transfer to RS485 interface. Then we can do some sensor integration. For example, we can sense the temperature or the humidity of the city just by the sensor and transfer inside the SG7510 segment controller. And we are doing the testing right now, and maybe we will release the new update. For example, some temperature or humidity sensor is integrated with Billion smart lighting solution. And for the IP camera, we are using the same scenario, because I think most of the IP cameras today is using the Ethernet, and we can connect the IP camera with the SG7530 or with the segment controller SG7510 to have the media stream, IP camera media stream, go the same way and then get back to the remote system. Okay, so that's the way we were connecting the IP camera and also the environmental sensors together. So there is no problem. Okay. And there is another question regarding the system. Okay. Okay. And this is the calculation of the return on investment. Okay. And in this formula, I think uh, every customer want to lower down uh, the payback years, and we are going to reduce the cost and increase the savings per year, or you can say earnings per year. Okay, and with billion smart lighting solution, and maybe you have the LED lamp, or if you do not have the lamp, billion has many partners for LED lamps. Okay, if your area or you do not have LED, you can ask a billion for our partner for to check if your area is going to sell the LED lamp to your area. Okay, we have partners, and the installation cost, because billion is using broadband power line, so the installation cost will be much more lower than something purely wireless solution, because we can see the purely wireless solution, every node will be installed very high because of the wireless communication, and there will be some other issues. For example, for the waterproof, because the lighting controller will be installed maybe with the light head or without the light head, just on the pole. There will be some working to be required. For example, drilling the hole on the pole, and there will be some other issue. And for the power supply of the lighting controller, there will be another issue, because so many wireless controller, it will be provided by DC, so you are going to have the AC transfer to DC, then powered the lighting controller. Okay, and with billion uh, broadband power line technology, we can reduce the installation costs dramatically, because we just install at the base of the lighting pole. That's it. Then it is more than easy to install. So we can reduce the cost a lot. And for the energy savings plus the maintenance saved, because we have some report, and also we can uh, have the suggestion for the customers. If the city or municipalities, they have some budget issue, then we can do some advanced scheduling. For example, we can just dim the streetlights maybe after 10 o'clock p.m. Okay, then we can save more, because by the defining of the advanced dimming schedule. And also the maintenance saved, we can save a lot. Every error situation, we just send an email to notify the error condition of the system. Then the maintenance of the labor cost, the maintenance of the car patrolling, including the gas burning, CO2 emission will be reduced. So in the formula, we can also reduce the cost and also increase the savings. And because billions broadband power line smart lighting controller is designed and manufactured by Billion, so we can control the smart lighting costs quite a lot. Okay, so I think that's the formula. Yeah. So is there any questions from you? You can just type your message in the message box of the GoToMeeting session, and then I can reply you uh, your question. Maybe we have 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, there is another question regarding is asking which one is the best solution for smart lighting. Actually, this broadband power line smart lighting solution is the third generation of billion smart lighting solution. And the second generation is narrowband, because aiming at the future smart city integration, narrowband is not enough for the integration of smart city application. Okay, so we just decided to launch the new version, which is based on broadband power line communication. Yeah, so from our past experience, I think the ideal solution for smart lighting will be hybrid. Hybrid, that means we can combine different technology together. For example, if you require the bandwidth, then broadband power line is much more suitable to use and to transmit information or media streams. But in some area, uh, it is required to install the device very quick, and we don't have time to know the topology of the power line. Then maybe some kind of wireless uh, controllers can be used. So it will be depending on maybe depending on the infrastructure, depending on the requirement, and maybe sometimes depending on the budget. Okay, and sometimes depending on the terrain, because some terrain we just don't have space to do the power line controller installation, or to do uh, the survey, to do the site survey of the topology of the power line. So we can use purely wireless. And actually, the purely wireless or wireless controller, there will be some limitations in the near future, because from our observation, there are Zigbee solutions or Wi-Fi solutions, but they are all based on 2.4 gigahertz technology. So maybe some other day there will be some solution will be used. For example, some kind of sub-gigahertz. Yeah, because for the band, sub-gigahertz will be transmitted much more far than 2.4 gigahertz, and so that will be the new trend for the technology. Okay, so my answer is that will be hybrid solution, not only uh, power line or not only wireless. Okay. Okay. There are also some links we can check for the trend, and also for the India Streetlight National Program webpage, or even the Jakarta, Indonesia Smart City webpage, and also some information from the IEA, okay, for your reference. And if you have further questions, please feel free to contact us. And hope you have a wonderful time for the weekend. And thank you for your listening. Next section is building smart energy solution. Will be presented by Jason Liao. If you are going to attend the next mission session, please log in GoToMeeting again for another session ID. Okay, goodbye everyone.